fixed. I'll wait for somebody to come in the chat so I can find out if I actually have a voice again. Oh, that sucks. This been happening to me. Like, I get muted somehow. I get a room full of people. What? I'm live right now. I can hear you. You can hear me? Yeah, I restarted it. I can see you in the thing there.
Yeah, take me out of there, please.
All right, so let's try this again. So now we've got our meat searing. I'll give you a look at that in a second. It's almost ready. Basically, we're gonna put some color on the meat and create like a little fond in the pan. And then we're gonna go in with our onions. Probably like 1 more minute, 1 or 2 more minutes. Please feel free to say hello and tell me what you're doing today. We always have a couple of minutes of downtime here and there. All right, I think the meat is about done. I can smell it. Okay, so now that we've browned our meat, we've got fond forming on the bottom of the pan. We're gonna take it out. Okay, that's what that looks like. This is a nice fatty chuck roast. We're gonna cook it down for like 5 hours, and that'll get all those tendons and connective tissue kind of like melted down. Okay, next in with our chopped onions, as you can see there. And this is where we're gonna start doing some seasonings. So, thank you. What's up, Dave? What's up, Jay? Okay, so onions are in on the fond, and that's going to help some of the fond release from the bottom of the pan. We've got our chuck roast nice and seared. That's gonna go back in a minute. And let's just stir this up. Stir. Okay, next we're gonna do little red pepper flakes, about a tablespoon. Sprinkle those in there. And we're gonna do some tomato paste, a heaping tablespoon. In that goes. And give it a stir. Okay. Baseball, what's up? What are y'all doing today on this beautiful Sunday? Let me know where you're at.
Well, beautiful here.
Yeah, beautiful here. Okay, this is starting to cook off, so now we want to do some of our salt. About, I would say tablespoon, palm tablespoon in. And we don't have red wine, so we're going to use a splash of vinegar from this Jardiniere, and we're going to use half a cup of beef broth. Then you don't have to buy wine, because it's going to give it that little sour taste. Done. Now you don't need to buy a whole bottle of wine and you know, waste it all. Okay. I'll give you guys a look at what this looks like. We'll get that to a nice rapid boil, and then we're gonna add our tomatoes. So this is what we're using for tomato. This one happens to be a really good one, but you can use anything. That's fine. Red pickup truck.
That's your sausage.
Nice. Okay. So let's go in. Let's go in with our crushed tomatoes as soon as this. It's boiling. So now it's time. Because it's boiling, all that fond is coming up. So I'm just gonna check the bottom of the pan. Yeah, it's clean. It's coming off clean. So now we can put our tomatoes in. So I'm gonna do. This is a 28-ounce can. That's gonna go in. And don't throw these away yet. Second can. And what I'm looking for is, do I have enough tomatoes to cook all this 2.5 pounds of beef, right? I think we're okay. So now with these cans, I'm gonna fill them up about a quarter of the way with water, both of them. So there's that one, and another one. And that way you can kind of swirl it around and get all of the, sorry, the dogs are going nuts. Delivery guys here. So that way we can kind of get all the tomato stuff out of these cans. And we're gonna cook down a lot of the liquid in those tomatoes over the next 5 hours. So we do want some water in there so it doesn't end up too thick. We kind of want like a gravy texture to the sauce when it's done. Okay, so in it goes. And now we're gonna reintroduce the beef back in. And we have these juices. Let's make sure that we don't waste those. Let's get those in too. Thank you. Okay, so now we'll give it a quick stir. I'll show you what it looks like. And we'll try to figure out if we've got enough tomatoes to cook all this beef. All right, here's what it looks like. So everything is pretty submerged. This is why it's kind of tricky when you don't follow exact recipes. We've got this can. I'm thinking, how many people do we have that are gonna eat this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's just also use this final can. Might as well. Better safe than sorry. It should taste really good, so having extra is not going to be a big deal. And that goes. And don't forget to rinse it out so you don't waste anything. And that's it. Oh, one more thing. I like to add garlic now at this point. I don't add it earlier when, like a lot of people do when you're sauteing the vegetables, because it burns. And I can't stand burned garlic. It tastes really bitter. So get a nice heaping teaspoon of prepped garlic. This is not the best. I would prefer like clove garlic, but this is what we've got available today. So we'll use this.
You just use extra when you don't have the clove.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, that's what I do.
the clove is really strong. Okay. And that goes one more stir. And also, we don't add our basil yet because that's just going to get cooked out over 5 hours. We'll add that later when it's closer to serving time. So we'll see you back here. It's 12 o'clock now. We'll see you back here, 1, 2, 3, at 5 o'clock when it's time to serve later.